Hey guys, today we are making a decorative gilt mirror, and since there's really not a whole lot to say about them, let's just get started.
All right, here's what you need. You are going to need trash bags or a tarp. I have trash bags, so we're using that. Some paper, you don't care if it gets destroyed, like old magazines. I think these are old. I don't know what they are. They're old magazine type paper. A cheap mirror, you can get these. This one's long. I'll show you a better shot than just this angle. But it's just, I think this one was like $6 or $7. You can get the long skinny ones in weird colors. This one, I mean, it's not a weird color, but it's not the color I want. For pretty cheap. You're gonna need E6000 glue or just any really strong glue. I'm sure you could use epoxy or something like that as well. And then this is actually my favorite craft paint. I use it for everything, all of my crafts, which I like because then everything has a very cohesive look in my room. The metal matches the candle holders, matches my makeup holder, things like that. It's not this silver. I don't know why it's looking really silver in the camera. It's a little bit closer to this shade, but it's a very like real looking gold. Like it looks like metal. It doesn't look like this looks really plasticky on camera and this looks really silver. But I will show you when we're actually spraying it. And then I think I covered the glue. So lastly, you will need appliques. You can search wood appliques or millwork. I was looking at millwork online and these came up. They're not wood. So searching wooden appliques will bring them to you, but they're not. They're like some sort of plaster. Yeah, like you can kind of see it's like a poured epoxy plaster thing. But I got 5 of them and they're about $8 each. I got the right and the left of the, I think these were leaf scroll work is what they were called. This is going to be the top of my mirror. It's just very pretty. And then these I loved. These were my favorite and they're angels. They might be a little bit big for my mirror actually as far as proportion wise. But I love these and I wanted to build the project around these, so I don't even care because they're staying and they're super great. I love them. And yeah, so I'm gonna go set up my paint station and we'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have my mirror mainly covered with my paper except this last little piece so I can show you what I'm doing. You're really just gonna want to tuck the edges. See if I can do this one-handed. I doubt it. Oh, there we go. So tuck the edges in like that so that no paint actually gets on the mirror itself. So tuck under between the glass and the frame, if that makes sense. So overall it looks like that, and we are going to start with painting the appliques because on the back. So we're going to start with painting the back of the appliques, mainly because when you like put your finger on a mirror, an actual mirror, not like one-way glass or whatever, there's a gap and you can see the reflection of your fingertip. So when you put this on the back of the mirror, this part's going to show through, so I wanted to be pretty and gold. For spray paint, you're going to be 6 to 8 inches away. You're going to kind of want to do so that the pool of drippy liquid is off your project and not on your project so that you get a nice clean coat. And we're just going to do this real quick. It's actually pretty easy. You just want to, it'd help if I kept it in frame. So focusing on what's in the camera frame and what the paint is actually spraying is pretty difficult. So I don't want to use up all of my paint on the back. There we go. So see that? You can kind of see it's shiny. It's like much more gold than the silver lid showed up. So it's really quite pretty. Okay, now we have the other 4 to do. And this paint dries pretty quickly, so I'll actually move on to the mirror right after I do these and then be able to flip them over. That should be enough time. Okay, next thing I don't know if you have to do the like back and forth one way and then switch directions. I like to do that because I think then the paint is hitting at a different angle and probably filling in any gaps that I missed. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I feel like it is, so I'm just gonna go with that. All right, so the appliques are done. We're gonna move on to the mirror. Okay, so I've already protected the glass on the mirror. We're just gonna do long sweeping strokes and cover up that teal. Okay, you guys, I'm actually outside. If you can hear that dripping sound, that's what the rain is. I'm doing this in my garage because of paint can fumes. So if ever I turn off the camera, that just means like a car drove by or it's being really loud, which is about to happen again. So one sec. You ever notice how you think you live in like a quiet area or whatever until you have to do something that requires it to be quiet? And then all of a sudden it's like the loudest place in existence. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna film through the car noises because turning the camera on and off again isn't a great video either. So sorry about that. In advance, it's gonna be loud. Go. So you can kind of see it already looks a lot better. I think a lot better. I can tell there's some areas that I missed with the spray can, the peel, peeking through. But because it is like a heavier coat, I'm gonna wait until it dries a little bit because I don't want those drippies everywhere. I'm sorry if the angle's a little shaky. I'm holding the camera in my hand and I'm spraying with the other hand, so I'm trying to do a good job, but it might be like really shaky and unwatchable. So if you guys get seasick or like Blair Witch Project style, I apologize in advance. Try and poke that down so I can get the inside corners without getting the glass. Okay, we're gonna go around. Okay, so I just walked around to the other side. We're just gonna do the same thing, kind of get that inner lip a little bit, if we can. And not step on my appliques while I'm doing this. Okay. Car. Sorry. I don't actually know what to do about that. I'm outside. Cars are outside. So now we're gonna try and do the edges. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I've got a little thick. I don't know if you can see the paint, but I'm just gonna stay away from that area and hopefully it'll even out a little bit. So that whole 6 to 8 inches away rule I totally wasn't following, and that's what happens when you do that. I spray paint a lot of things, like I'm always spray painting, so I get that kind of like, you know, you do stuff a lot and you just get really arrogant about it and you're like, well, I know it's the right way, but it's not my way, and then you mess it up. So that's what I'm doing on YouTube where everybody can see, so that's awesome. And the very last side. Oops. I don't know if you guys saw that lift up. I might have a gold mirror now. Hopefully not. We will find out. I'm not going to check it right now though, because there's no point. It's either messed up or it's not. Oh wow, I did not do a good job of that. Okay, so the mirror is painted. Okay, so the mirror is painted. I think these are pretty dry. I should probably wait longer, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna flip them over and we will paint the front of them. I feel like these are gonna be what people are looking at more so than the frame of the mirror. So I'm more worried about doing a good job on these. They're pretty intricate, so I wanna make sure I get like inside everything and not mess that up too bad. Trying to follow my 6 to 8 inches rule. And we'll just do it in coats because that's what you're supposed to do. Like one coat doesn't cover everything rather than like blasting on it for forever. I'm just gonna move on. I won't be silted, so I need to do them correctly. I could actually do 2 in 1 there, but I didn't think about it. So when I'm pressing the trigger, I'm pressing kind of outside and going to the outside. That is important. That is something that you should do. And it's important enough that it's a rule that even I'm following, so that's good to know. And like this. Okay, those already look really good. I'm gonna go back in for a second coat. Okay, coat number 2. I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna try and zoom in. Make it not upside down. You see how it's like white there and then like gold there? It's not what I want, so I'm gonna keep painting it. Just like do one angle, so get all of the diagonals this way, like that. And then don't worry about the diagonals this way, because you'll just come back and do that another time. Okay. Moving on. Like I said, these are really intricate, so like deep in there, it's still white. I'm not gonna worry about that. Like, just keep doing separate coats. That's what's gonna make it look nice. Don't try to get it all at once. That's where you get the, you know, pools of liquid and the dripping, and it's not good. As I blast spray it, even though I told you not to do it. So, do as I say, not as I do. Okay. All right, we are back for coat 3. You can see the white on this angle really easily, so we're just gonna switch directions. You are supposed to give 5 minutes in between each coat with this stuff. Just be careful, and you don't really need to, but you should definitely follow the instructions on the bottle, not mine, because they're gonna lead you a lot better off than I will. Oh, I'm not even aiming at it, sorry. We'll do this whole like figuring out what both hands are doing at the same time while they're doing separate things is actually really difficult. Good. Okay, you guys, so everything is dry. I brought it inside. There's the mirror. I still have the paper on there because I'm going to be gluing and I don't want any glue to hit the glass. These are all of the pieces. 2 of them are still upside down, but I'll fix that later. So you can see there's kind of gold and glossy, and it's already starting to look like it's coming together. The angels are going on the bottom, and I just kind of want to line them up how I want them, just to make sure the look is what I'm going for. So basically how I'm going to, yeah, that looks good. Basically how I'm going to line them up is I want these 2 to hit here, and then this little arrow dagger thing to hit at the edge of the mirror, and that way I know. And then we'll do this little baby leaf spur at the end, and that way I know that they're even. So I'm going to do the leaf spur, those 2 there, on the ground there, and the little arrow there. So now they're even. So now I'm just going to take my E6000 glue and kind of put it there, there, and there, and glue them on. Okay, opening the glue took 2 hands, but I think we can go back to one-handed. So I need it there, 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 and there. Okay, so it's kind of difficult because it's upside down, but I'm pretty sure. I'm basically just using this one as a guide. And I want the glue there. Oops, it'll help if you could see it, huh? Glue there. Glue there. A little bit more on the end. Okay. And then I think, I know that's gonna touch, so we'll do that. Just kind of straight down, do a blob there. I think that's gonna hit the mirror. And then it looks like the edge of the wing. And then maybe like right here. So that kind of looks like a straight line. That makes sense to me that that would all be hopefully touching the mirror because that's what's getting glued. All right, I'm just gonna set that there since there's paper anyway. And take this and hopefully we did that right. Okay, see if, I'm just gonna hold the camera here and then try and line this up well. Ooh, oh, I think that worked. Actually, yeah, okay. No, that's nice. Okay, and I can see glue sticking out there, so I'm gonna grab Q-tip real quick to clean that up with. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with Q-tips. In case you wanna see this getting cleaned up. I don't know why you would, but if you wanna see the full process, this is part of the process. We're just gonna throw them on the paper because that's a convenient place and they won't ruin anything there. These are actually great. They fit like right in each little nook and cranny. It's perfect. There. That looks good. All right, so we're gonna do the same with the other angel. I did close the glue. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, check that out. Awesome. Okay. So I think we decided it was here. This one. Probably like right here. Up this little flower thing, because that's the spear. And then on the edge of the wing. Oops, I am not even filming that. Sorry. Just looking at the glue. And then there. There, I think that's correct. It's really hard to tell because my framework is opposite and upside down. Or right side up, I guess, technically. Okay, that's plenty of glue any way you slice it. We're just gonna go with that. Try to lay it down the right way. Oh, it worked this way last time, so I'm just gonna get my camera and hold it and not move it, and then, yeah. There. Push down firmly. That looks good, look at that. Oh, it already looks amazing. Okay, great. So that's down. We're gonna grab the Q-tips and wow, that glue was so nowhere near where it should have been. Okay. I might need more Q-tips. Great, that looks pretty good. I think my angels look good. We are going to move on. All right, guys, so now I have kind of lined these up a little bit how I want them. I'm thinking this would look pretty good. So I'm just going to do the same thing and glue it. I think this will be a little bit easier. Oh, darn, I already forgot. Okay, there. Yeah, so just straight down, basically. I left my glue open and now it's got like a semi-dry tail thing going on. I think that's gonna poke up, so I'll just do it here. Kind of like a rough estimation of where it's gonna connect with the mirror frame, if that makes any sense. That should be good. Oh, I got it on my hand. Position the camera kind of like that. I think that looks good. Press, press, press. And Q-tip time. Okay. Sorry if this is really wobbly. I'm like leaning over and doing this with my right hand and trying to hold the camera with my left hand, and I'm at an angle to it, and it's just this whole big thing. Ooh, tripped over a chair. Okay, this side, we want to make it even with that side, so we're just gonna flip it, grab the glue, and same thing. Okay, that should work. All right, let's see if we can do it this time. Get rid of you. Position the camera, and sort of, not really, that didn't work. Hold up. Okay, I'll make sure it's somewhat in alignment with how the other one is before you press. So I got glue all over the place because I was trying to make it line up a bit more. So I'm just using this one for reference, and I think that's good. I think so. Let me change my angle and take a look. Actually, let me just go this way. That should work. So those line up. So basically, I'm just looking for reference points in the kind of filigree itself. So I'm looking at that. This one comes off past the mirror, so this one needs to. This one goes a little bit on the mirror, that one goes a little bit on the mirror, that's fine. That goes to the second level, that goes to the second level, first level. So these are a bit like that. That matches. Okay, so we're gonna press and we're gonna clean the heck out of this one with Q-tips because I managed to make an absolute mess. Leaving the magazines on the mirror was by far the best decision I made because not having to walk back and forth to the trash in the kitchen right now is very helpful. I guess I should make this upright so when you're viewing it on your computer it's not all crazy, huh? I'll see if I can figure out how to flip it so that, because I know I was moving around a lot. No promises because, as you guys know, I have no idea how to edit. I'm going to figure it out before this movie goes up, or video. But I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So if it's terrible and you guys know how to like make it better, please let me know in the comments. Okay, great. So those two are on. Let me figure out how I'm gonna put the third one on. Okay, final piece is gonna go on like that. I want it to kind of shift down a little bit till it's resting against those. And I was gonna say that I was filming this upside down to make it more dramatic in the reveal, but I think by now you guys probably already know that it's because I can't figure out how to do it another way. This would actually be a really pretty mirror bottom, but it's gonna be the mirror top. So we have that. We have our trusty glue, which is going to be just a giant. This is actually really hard to do one-handed, just so you know. Okay, we're just gonna get a bunch on there. Just like, boom. Okay, here we go. I don't think that's the right spot. Did I do that right? Right there? I did not. Look at that. Oh, the glue does not line up where I need it. Brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna put more glue on. When in doubt, stick more glue on. Okay. That'll hold. Yeah, well, okay. A little bit there. Sorry, so I also realized in reviewing some of my earlier footage that I talk to myself a lot. And I realize right now, I mean, I'm supposed to be talking to myself because the only person here is me and a camera. But I think you guys can probably tell when I'm talking to you and when I'm literally just vocalizing for no reason. And it's made me wonder how often I do that in my life. And if just like random people walking by me are seeing me talking to myself and they're just polite enough not to say anything and I don't even realize I'm doing it. Probably a lot. So there's that to work on. Okay, I'm gonna try this. That looks good. Hopefully I got it in the right spot. Let's get the camera set and right like that. Ah, beautiful. And going with the Q-tips. And I think that is it, you guys. All right, so this stuff does have to dry. I think it's overnight at least, if not maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to get this cleaned up and just set up to dry, and then we'll do a big reveal tomorrow. Good night. Alrighty, you guys ready for the big reveal? So pretty. Yay, I love it. And yes, I chose the most extra accessories I have to put next to it, but look at that. So pretty. Okay, so the full effect. These are the flowers that I did just like a week or two ago. And then a table that I did months ago before I even decided to start doing YouTube. This is one of the best things I own, actually. It's a faux fur shawl. Look at the inside of it, though. Like, is that not the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life? It's absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. Oh, it's upside down. It's like perfume bottles and stuff. It's crazy. I love it so much. There's the table. Some fake pearls going on. Let's see if we can focus. And the mirror itself. Disregard the reflection of the kitchen in the mirror. I have it set up in the living room right now. But I think it turned out really well. Do a detail shot. Kind of the top. And then all the way down to little angels on the bottom. Super pretty. Really, really excited about this. I'm trying to get me and the mirror in here, but so it looks a little awkward. You can see the reflection of my phone, but that's okay. So I hope you guys liked it. I'm super obsessed with this one. You're gonna see this on a lot of my videos, probably just in the background or me like prancing around in front of it. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I'll link all my socials and everything you need to make it down in the description. Please feel free to hit the thumbs up if you did like it, or hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you soon. Bye.